The Passion series is it's all about experience. It's all about create guitar for a real passionate player. In this case, I choose the single coil lovers. Doing guitar clinics, and they just tell me ins and what they dream, and I say one day we'll make a series called Passion that's kind of interest, you know, to take care of those musicians. See, a Premier Atelier, it's where I make or where we build those special guitar, which it's all the dream of these, in this case of the single coil lock, and that's why I say let's create this atelier where you're going to receive an instrument that really performs, who has been compared with all the competition. Okay, just to build a Passion series, the minimum is about 8 weeks and more. Then what we did out of our electric guitar factory, out of the Baudin guitar factory, we took an area where only a few people work there, like 3 guitar makers that we have that touch the assembly of this instrument, and they're conducted by our head luthier Daniel Fiocco, and Daniel just really trained those guys to verify, to bring to the highest standard. And in some area of the factory, like sanders for example, we will use just our 2 best sanders out of 30. And we take advantage of our guitar factory with the highest equipment, the best technology, and we use selected people. The body of an RG3, the complete body, it's approximately 1 kilo or 2.3 pounds, imagine. But the reason of the weight is we use very selective wood. Here in this case, it's a red cedar that comes from real big trees. It's extremely light. The grain is all horizontal and it really vibrates. This is the wood they used to make harpsichord, an example. And we covered the top here, it's covered with nice mahogany. Or in the case of this guitar here, it's high flame maple that we can see here. The next big thing is the chamber in the body. That's why it's so light. Like this guitar, it's got 5 different acoustic chambers, and that makes the guitar so light. The chambers produce 5 different notes, and they're all connected each other with some channel, and the air goes at the end all to the pickup. Then it makes the vibration, I mean the sustain, going forever, because this light wood, it's extremely hard in one way, and with all the chamber, the air connecting, it's magic. Then we decide to inlay the shape of a pickup in the wood. This is cut, I mean it's inlay about half the thickness of the wood, and it really gives a nice look. You don't see the screw, and you don't cover beautiful flame maple, for example. Then you can see everything. For instance, here we could see we have 2 wood. This one, the back is Sitka spruce, and the top it's high flame maple, which we see here the thickness. See, it's a high flame. It's covered over the top of the guitar. But to do a cover like that, the player didn't want to miss the comfort of the curved top here. And what we did is we bend this flame maple to do a very big curve here to have the full arm, you know, arm rest, if you want, and more comfort on the guitar. We have this technology of cutting the fingerboard with the fret inside, curving like this. And we did both ways. Then this gives you the feel that this guitar has been played for 50 years and worn out, and it's like, I should say, a running shoe that fit really well on your feet, and it's comfort. We didn't want to change the actual shape of the bridge. We kept a very conservative shape, but using stainless steel saddle. This is amazing, the sustain you get from that. Plus here we're using the best machine that you can find with a ratio of 1:18 compared to 1:12. And those are the Gotoh 510. Incredible machine heads at the bottom. Also they're staggered, then they have a higher shaft on the big string going to a low shaft on the first string. Then they have this curve here. Plus you have the string retainer that it really maximizes the sound.
We started with the philosophy of, you know what, let's make this thing sound great even when it's not plugged, and then we're going to choose the correct pickups for it, and then it'll sound that much better. So you'll notice it's a very loud guitar even when unplugged. We spoke about, okay, what pickups are we going to put into this guitar? You know, we obviously tried a ton of different pickups, and then we realized, you know, yeah, some of them sound good, some of them sound better than others, but we had this sound in our head that we're trying to go after, and the only way we were going to get and achieve that sound was to kind of use our own pickups. And the reason I say that is because these pickups, yes, they do have the bigger pull pieces, but also you'll notice they're staggered. So in terms of balance from string to string, it's incredibly balanced. So, you know, that helps with your dynamics, that helps with the fact that overall, you know, you're not going to the G string and all of a sudden you get a volume increase, you know, because it's obviously like a bigger string than the B string. So we wanted it to be very well balanced. Another great thing is, we call it the waxed shoelace wrapping around the single coils. Is that what's great about that is you know, a lot of guitar players these days, they're recording, they're using their computers, and you can sit in front of your computer screen and there's going to be a lot less noise. You know, a lot of times you get that 60 cycle hum, which is normal, but because of the fact that we wrap it with this waxed, it literally looks like a shoelace. We wrap it around. The pickups are very well sealed, so that's another benefit.
High definition revoicer. This is a new technology. It's a microchip who's got 4 preamp that are tuned, and what it does, it brings your passive pickup to active pickup just by activating this little knob here, and then your guitar become active, and it changed the complete voicing of the pickup. It's like having 2 guitars. Then you have your 5 position passive, and when you push on this knob, you become active.
The cool thing about the high definition revoicer is that it actually changes the character of the pickups. You know, we've had a lot of guitar players that check it out, and what I've noticed, the first thing they do is they just get rid of their pick and they realize that they're still maintaining their note definition. So I'll give you a small example. This is without, this is just simply the passive pickup. So if you do something, you know, with your fingers, you know, that's fine, you get a nice, you know, meaty tone and all that, but the minute you pop it in, so once again, that's with it off, and this is, so a little bit more bite, you know. It's not made to be a boost. What it does is literally change the characteristics of the pickup, so it kind of like punches at certain frequencies, and it's exactly why we named it the high definition revoicer. It just kind of expands the whole frequency range.